Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Montego Ramon coming at you on this beautiful Thursday. Risers X, we rise to the occasion. Y'all know what it is. Hey man, we just building and working and growing like as usual. We had a pretty good trading day today. We're pretty much gonna hop right into it. Let me get this thing going right away. All right, here we go. All right, and we're in it. Like my name, Bennett. All right, cool. So we'll hop right into this thing. All right, and as you can see, I'll kind of break down this entry a little bit. I never know if you all can see this mouse. So what we'll do is we'll make a screenshot and I'll show you what I was seeing for the most part, right? So, so let me get off in here and break this down a little bit. All right, so basically, I seen price make this move, right? So price came here, boom. This is actually a rejection area up here, actually. Let's redo that. So price made this initial move, came up here, right? This is a fair value gap right here, actually, which is the day's high, right? It makes this movement down, right? Initial movement down, come down, touches, this is today's low already. It goes and breaks today's order, the past day, previous day's lows, or today's lows, basically. Go and breaks today's lows since last night's opening for, the Asian session right after New York closes. And then you can see it starts to basically kind of find this reversal. It makes a double bottom here. So you kind of got this bottom and then this bottom, which is kind of even a higher high, higher low situation. Is honestly even kind of making a head and shoulders pattern. If you just look across here and across here, probably in the higher time frames, that probably looks like possibly a higher high. And then it starts to make its initial move up, which is what I'm seeing is a shift of structure. So the shift of structure comes like this, right? So you see you have, this was a low that was made. This was the last major high not major high, but a last kind of high right here in this area. So it comes up, breaks that, shatters that, even breaks this high right here, right? And then comes back down right into this same area, right? So that's creating good structure, you know what I'm saying? Which is basically price doing this, boom, 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 boom. And so what you want to see is it turning those areas of resistance into support, right? Into resistance, area of resistance right there. It was resistance here, turned to support. It was resistance here, then it came and turned it into support over here. And so now you're seeing, now you're basically seeing that uptrend being created, right? And so that's what we're seeing here. Let me try to whiten that up a little more. So that's basically what we're seeing here. So it came down, made this initial move down, right? Came back up, came back down, and then continued up. I'm in right here after seeing structure, seeing the proper structure being made. We're on the 5-minute time frame, so yeah, that's how that's going to look. I have pictures of the higher time frames because I started with a top-down analysis, right? Let's say that's the photos. I started with a top-down analysis. So as you can see, this is our entry right here. Okay, you can kind of see my mouse there, but yeah, and I'll kind of speed this video up a little bit as well, because basically we hopped in, you know, price immediately starts going up a little bit. It's not giving me heavy volume, but it's giving me some decent movement. So I'm like, okay, I'm not getting that feeling of, because a lot of times what I've been noticing lately is that I'll get this feeling of price is not really wanting to go in the direction that I set if it's not giving me that really strong volume that I'm looking for, right? Or if it's giving me some too much hesitation, I can kind of tell already, right? And for the most part, I've been right a lot of times, as far as I've been noticing just over this year alone, you know. So, and you see we get a close, price still going up. I think right here, it's not really pushing down, but I'm still getting strong some pretty decent strong bullish momentum for me to just want to hold, you know. And I have a decent stop loss. I have a really tight stop loss because I'm getting strong structure, right? And you see my stop is right underneath the area of support where I'm expecting it to bounce and continue up, you know. So like I said, price comes down almost to my entry, doesn't touch it though all the way. You can see how close that wick gets to there without touching in that area. And then makes this rejection. Once it makes this rejection, you can see where it came down and then immediately popped back up. I'm like, okay, that's still a strong bullish candle. That little, what do we call this candle right here? Let me screenshot this. This candle right here, I gotta figure out. We're gonna figure out the name of this candle, because though it's red, it tried to come down, but you can still see in this area right here, there is a strong interest of buying pressure. There's a lot of buying pressure right there, right? It's a lot of buying pressure. Done. We get that up out of there. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, and so we're still working upwards. You know, we like I said, I'm still kind of a little worried about the position. You can see I moved my stop loss up. You see right there, I moved my stop loss from that original level or the area of support. And now I see that the area of support is kind of there where that candle rejected, so I set it there. The price continues to move up. I'm locking in profits. We up at about 5. You see we up over 500 in the P&L right now, just on this one account. I have 3 accounts going right now, a 50K account, a 100K account, and a 300K account. We're still in the funding stages, so we're working on getting funded. We're getting closer to that area. And then you can see here, price making this move up. We breaking that high and pushing up today's high, right? So I'm like, this is good, you know. We're up, come as much up as 14, almost 1,500. Probably should have closed there. Wish I would have, but it's whatever. It's only a couple $100 away. Ended up closing closer to, I think we ended up scoring like 11.44 or something like that. Would a few $300 would have been better, sure. But whatever. Next week is a new week because I don't even trade on Fridays. So this was looking good. Let's see. I think I go and actually check the look. So I actually go and check the P&L and I check my drawdown right now because we're recovering from losses from yesterday. I think yesterday I was up as much as 2,400 possibly. You can see there's a whole nother, like, if we look at that again, let's see. I think I get maybe $2,000 to $2,500 of drawdown, something like that. I'll have to clarify that. But that if it was $2,500, right, that means that I still have another 500 on top of 110, $610 of drawdown to go. That means I was up as almost $2,700 and lost all that, something like that, right? Yesterday, because today I was only about $900 of equity in the account, and then we made that $1,100, almost $1,200. And then that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I've been learning to kind of slow down, to be a lot more precise in terms of the trades and setups I'm taking. I'm being more conservative on my risk and my position sizes, I would say. I'm also learning to just get out the trades a little earlier, even if it doesn't hit my take profit, because I think we could have scored like a 1-17 today if I would have held, and not even move my stop losses, just in case of pullbacks, because I had price coming up somewhere above 2,200 today for NQ. Yeah, so how I'm being more precise is I'm noticing my losses and what the chart patterns is looking like during that time, and I'm noticing my winners. And so now what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to go in and analyze my winners more often. This is some advice I heard from just a recent podcast I was looking at, and I was something I've been it's kind of been on my mind, but I didn't really know I wouldn't know the benefit until I had went through the process of it and seen like, oh, I just need to really try to, do these more often, take these setups more often, because I have my setup, but sometimes I'm still learning best market situations for me to execute that setup, right? That was a decent setup. It wasn't huge, but that was nice because I've seen it play out a lot better. I've seen when the setups look a lot stronger. I would just say that, and the momentum is a lot stronger. So that's one way I'm learning to be more precise in what I'm working on. Other than that, it's just I have my setup, and it's just like, how can we get better at executing that setup? How can we X out the losers more often? And from there, it's just, hey, it's game on. You know what I'm saying? It's game on. We're going to the top, baby. Also, too, guys, I've started a little journey of, and we'll talk about that real quick. I'll actually go ahead and show that a little bit. We've started a journey of, let me see, I would need to do one thing really. All right, so look, we're having some technical difficulties. We're having some technical difficulties on showing you the other journey I was working on, right? It's not really it's something so basically, look, I started options trading probably like a year or so, maybe 2 years ago now. And now we're just getting to a place of really refining that process, and we're doing a better job of tracking it. So I'm just going to figure out how I can show you that eventually. I'll just keep you updated, So we're in our first trade, and it's a Palantir trade, ticker symbol PLTR, and that's another journey I want to start to track on here as well. We're probably down maybe like 5% right now. We're holding for a little, probably like maybe like 3 months, not too long. So kind of a leap option, kind of not. And yeah, it's going. So just wanted to share that with you all. Today was a pretty easy and simple trading day. And hey, man, look, happy trading out there. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Make sure you have that checklist ready for when you get out those charts to continue on with the rest of your goals and day of your life. Make sure y'all hit that gym, drink plenty of water. God bless you. And this is Montego Ramon, man. You know what I'm on. Rise as we rise to the occasion. Peace.